Uh, Good. Good. Had good energy. It's always funny the first day of seeing guys that think they're in shape that get out and we're getting a ton of drills, a ton of reps going simultaneously, and so got to work out some summer rust conditioning wise, but all in all some flashes of good, and we'll build.
How about the newcomers you're seeing for the first time?
Liked all the offensive linemen, all the offensive linemen up front. I thought showed that's one of the hardest places for those guys to A, play fast, B, communicate that quickly, and then C, have any semblance of what it should look like as far as where they're supposed to go. And those guys did a good job. Elijah George really stood out in that regard. Darren Carrington, I thought, showed some flashes. Special teams wise, a bunch of them showed up in the drills. This is kind of a time where we experiment with guys a lot of different ways, and they all pop somewhere or another.
The facility, how to correlate to practice? You guys have never been able to practice out there before. How was it?
It's awesome. I mean, awesome. With the that's where kind of form meets function, I guess, as far as out there. It's the most room we've ever had. It's the best probably surface and just usable space we've ever had, and so it's. I need a thesaurus to get some more adjectives for this deal.
Mark, first few days, no pads. I mean, you just kind of gradually build into Friday. Friday, first day of full pads?
Yeah.
Things you want to get done before then, or just
teach, massive amounts of installation on both sides of the ball and in special teams. Teach guys how we want to practice, how we finish, how we carry the ball. Just overall operation in general, especially for those young guys, and then you're just it just depends. Either side of the ball, there's some, the offense is going to install in a couple days differently than the defense, but just kind of general installation.
Anything that was behind where you would have expected for certain players, or was everybody sort of where they should have been?
No, I mean there's no day one, oh my gosh, what are we going to do moments.
Is that what these first couple of weeks are, Mark, is just really teaching practices, the first couple, and then maybe in week 3 you start really game planning, or?
Somewhere in there, yeah. It's even a little bit later than that. We try to just cram as much as we can into their minds. We want to expand our returners, and we want to experiment with the young guys. Sometimes you find out that, whether it's a DeAnthony Thomas or a Josh Huff or somebody that as a freshman can do a lot more than maybe you anticipated, you want to find that out early so you can then start to at least formulate, okay, down the road we can come back to that. But if you just say, hey, line up and play this position, you might know that he can line up and do that, but not all the other things.